Hey guys, it's me again. So I wanted to explain the wife situation because I just kind of slipped it up in the last video. um, okay, so when the movie Indecent Proposal came out, I thought, what a freaking sham. It's not indecent enough. This proposal is just, oh, well, let me cause some instability in their relationship, a little bit of doubt, if you will. That's not indecent. That's, whatever. So I decided I needed to come up with a proposal that was absolutely indecent. And anyone who would sit there and say yes to my proposal, well, I would have to keep them in my life and forever. So I would have to make sure that this proposal was one, indecent as hell, and two, that I would only propose to those that I knew I had to have in my life and keep in my life forever. So time went on, and there was someone that I love very much. Not necessarily in a romantic way, although there was a time when we used to flirt with each other or whatever. But this is a person that I saw as someone that I could not live without, because this is someone who has been part of some of the toughest times in my life. And he has brought some great joy into my life. And so I didn't want to live without him. And so I turned around and I thought of the most indecent proposal I can find. And I said, darling, if one day science catches up with my libido, would you ruin your figure to bear my spawn? And then we will go to all of the news magnates and have them make us rich as hell. Then you can stay home and raise them, and I can run off and fuck off and be with all sorts of other people. But we'll be rich and famous, and you'll be my wifey, and I love you. And he said, God, yes, I would. And from that moment, I had my first wife. A male wife. That's right. Had 4 more male wives before I got my first female wife. And I proposed to her in front of her husband, who then pretty much officiated over our little wedding. So we got his permission. My other wife is my neighbor, Melissa, who has done so much for me and my family. She just became the wife, and my kids accepted her before I even knew that she was my wife. And then my kids decided to marry us, and so I had to do the proposal, and she laughed her ass off and said, yeah, whatever. So we're half-assedly married, I suppose. Whatever. But they understand that I would still do anything for them in very much a marital kind of way, in a husband kind of way. I'm protective of them, and I would do anything to protect them and make sure that they were safe and okay. I would do anything to make sure that emotionally they were safe and feeling stable and all right. I would drop everything for them, and they know this. And so, yes, I'm married, but I'm not married. And no, most of my marriages aren't sexual, because marriages, as a joke, for the most part, are not sexual. They get tired of each other and they kind of want to move on, and so they don't really have sex with each other. It's a joke, but it's kind of true in a lot of marriages, loveless marriages, because they just don't have sex with each other. And so I don't have sex with a good majority of my wives. Am I polyamorous? Yes, I am. And that's why this situation works for me. But also, if anyone wanted to get into a relationship with me, they would have to kind of understand that very strange dynamic. And I'm not very sure that most people would. Men, because I'm straight. And I keep saying people because I'm openly inclusive to mostly everybody, but I am straight. So there you go. There's that. I will talk to you guys soon. Now that you understand what the wife situation is and all that, I don't have actual female wives that I sleep with because I don't sleep with women. I do have 2 female wives out of my 8 wives, but the other 6 are men. And I do kind of sleep with some of them. Not all of them. Most of them I have very, very sexless relationships with, and they are very, very polyamorous, and they all have relationships with other people. So I'm good with that, and so there is that, and I am happy, and they are happy, and I am much happier when they are happy. So yay. I say this to explain because the last video I must have confused whoever, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.